Hi, welcome to Animation Recap Center. Today, we are going to explain a 2017 American superhero film called Power Ranger. If you are a fantastic movie lover, then this amazing movie is for you. So, without any further ado, let's start with the recap. Sit back, grab your snacks, and enjoy. The film opens during the Cenozoic era of the planet Earth. This era doesn't have much civilization yet, and a team of warriors known as the Power Rangers are tasked with protecting life on Earth and the Zeo Crystal. However, these Rangers, in their efforts to protect the Zeo Crystal from their enemy named Rita Repulsa, sacrifice their lives. They lose their lives in the battle against Rita, except the Red Ranger, Zordon, who survives her attack and hides 5 of the power coins. He orders Alpha 5, his robotic assistant, to perform a meteor strike that kills him, and sends Rita to the bottom of the sea, foiling her scheme. Then, scene shifts to 65 million years later. In the town of Angel Grove, high school football star Jason, along with a friend, has an unfortunate accident while making a prank on a racing bull, and the police chase them. Jason tries to escape but is eventually arrested by the police. Jason Scott is dismissed from the school football team. He is placed in school detention to the disappointment of his elder brother who had big dreams for him in the football league. In detention, Jason encounters a classer named Billy Cranston, whom he defends from a bully. He also has a crush on Kimberly Hart, a former cheerleader who is in detention for cyberbullying. After detention, Billy offers to deactivate Jason's ankle monitor if he would accompany him to an old gold mine in the town later that evening. Although Jason was initially reluctant, he goes to Billy's house to get his ankle monitor deactivated, after which they head to the gold mine. On arriving at the gold mine, they violate the no-entry order and drive inside with their van. Now inside the mining area, Jason leaves to explore, while Billy gets down to his purpose of coming to the mine. As it is, Jason and Billy aren't the only ones at the gold mine. A teenage boy named Zach, a girl named Trini, and Kimberly, whom Jason runs into later on, also happen to be at the mine. However, their attention is caught by the noise of the explosives, which Billy had detonated to break some rocks. They gather at the spot and are thrown off their feet by the crumbling rocks, which later expose something strange to them. The 5 students discover a glass-like rock that the explosion revealed, and they tried to figure out what it is. They see the power coins inside the glass, so Jack finds a tool that he uses to cut them out. The power coins come in different colors, and although the teenagers don't know what it is, each of them takes one. While wondering what they have with them, the mine security goes off, and they all take to their heels. Jason and Billy head back to their van to drive away, and also pick up the rest as they try to evade the mine's security. But while escaping, they have a ghastly accident as their car is hit by a train and thrown over a ditch. On the other hand, some fishermen at sea discover Rita's body among their catch while fishing in a storm. The fishermen were surprised to see Rita's figure as it was quite terrifying. They keep her in ice inside their boat as they head out of the storm. But Rita gradually begins to regain her consciousness. The fishermen did not realize that they had brought something terrible from the bottom of the sea. The next morning, Jason, Billy, Kimberly, Trini, and Jack are surprised to find themselves at home unhurt, and soon discover that the coins have granted them superhuman abilities. At school, Billy finally stands up to his bully, and this gets him the attention and praise of the other students. He later meets with Jason and Kim, who also revealed their similar experiences, and agreed to meet at the mine after school. On the other hand, the fishermen who found Rita at sea arrive at the dork and call for the police to come to check out what they found. The policeman arrives to see the body and is killed by Rita, who has fully regained consciousness. The 5 teenagers return to the mine to figure out what had happened to them. They soon find out that they have different colors emitting from them. Billy has a blue color, Jack is black, Trini yellow, Kim has pink, and Jason red. They find a cave underneath the water, which leads them to an ancient spaceship, which they fearfully get into. Their presence powers the ship, and they are soon met by Alpha 5 who brings them back, as they try to take to their heels. They also meet Zordon's consciousness, which was placed alongside the ship's programming during the meteor attack. Zordon informs Jason, Trini, Billy, Jack, and Kim that they are the new Power Rangers. He and Alpha 5 narrate a bit of the Rangers' history, mentioning that millions of years ago, he and his team sacrificed their lives to protect the Zeo Crystal, which is now in Angel Grove. Zordon shows the destruction that awaits them in the future if Rita Repulsa gets her hand on the Zeo Crystal. They are warned that they have less than 2 weeks until she has her full power to fully embark on her mission to destroy the Earth. However, the teenagers are scared and also don't want to be involved with what Zordon just told them, so they leave. Zordon implores Jason to convince the team to help, which he does, and they decide to give it a try. So, they decide to head back home and return to the spaceship the next day. Rita, on the other hand, is on a rampage, killing anyone that crosses her path, and hunting pieces of gold to raise her minion Goldar to find the Zeo Crystal. The news of the police officer's death has reached the town, and they are all trying to solve the mystery. The five arrive at the gold mine the next day and head to the spaceship together. At the ship, Zordon spells out the rules binding them as Power Rangers, which involves keeping their identities a secret. They are then instructed to morph into their armor, but this turns out unsuccessful as the Rangers do not experience any transformation. Regardless, they are taken to a place called the Pit to commence their training in preparation for the battle coming up in a few days. The five spend the next week training against simulated putties and trying to morph, but it still doesn't work out for them. However, Billy, with his high IQ and piecing off information from Alpha 5, discovers the location of the Zeo Crystal, which is a Krispy Kreme shop. Within the week, the inhabitants of Angel Grove bury the fishermen and policemen whom Rita had killed. The police are out to find her as she does not only kill, but takes any form of gold from them. The Rangers return to the pit in the heat of events and are shown the Zords to inspire them to morph. They go back to training, but Zack takes his Zord out for a joyride and almost kills the other Rangers when he crashes it. This angers Jason, who confronts him over it, and they get into a fight. While trying to separate the two, Billy spontaneously morphs. However, when he becomes conscious of it, the armor disappears. He tries to do it again, but it doesn't work out, even with the other Rangers encouraging him to show them how he did it. Angered at the lack of progress, Zordon dismisses the group, telling them that they aren't worthy to be Rangers. Jason returns to the ship to confront Zordon and discovers that once the Rangers morph, it will open the morphing grid and allow Zordon to restore himself to a physical body. Feeling betrayed, Jason accuses Zordon of bringing the team together for the sole purpose of escaping the grid, and he angrily leaves the ship. While all of this is going on with the Rangers, Rita has already gotten into the town. This time she goes to a gold store to get enough gold to give her enough power. With her power back, she summons her creatures to kill a policeman who confronts her and also destroys the store. Meanwhile, the team camps at the mine and decide to bond with each other to see if it would make their morphing easier. They open up to each other except Kim, who is scared to share her stories. Later that night, Rita attacks Trini and orders her to bring the Rangers to the docks to fight. She tells the Yellow Ranger she would destroy Angel Grove at dawn searching for the Zeo Crystal. Rita then tells Trini to join her team and betray the Rangers, so she would be spared from imminent danger. Trini messages the team, and when they meet, she informs them about Rita and everything she had told her. Jason suggests that they should go and find Rita, but the rest of the team is reluctant to put their lives on the line. After a bit of persuasion, they all agree and head to the dock to find Rita. They arrive to fight but are quickly defeated. Rita binds them and forces Billy to reveal the location of the Zeo Crystal. Under duress and to help his friends, Billy reveals that the location of the crystal is under a Krispy Kreme. After getting this information, Rita immediately heads out to find the crystal, but not before she kills Billy and releases the others. The Rangers, now released, pull Billy's body out of the water where he had fallen into. They tried to revive him but do not get any response, and this gets them heartbroken. The rest of the team takes Billy's body to the ship to see if they would find any help there. On getting there, they ask Zordon to resurrect him, but he sadly says he is unable to do so. The Rangers are sad over the loss of one of their teammates, and Jason blames himself for Billy's death. He apologizes to the team for pushing them out there to fight Rita, which finally led to Billy's death. In his sad state, he reveals that he would give his life to bring back his friend, and the other Rangers agree that they would do the same. This spirit of selflessness and comradeship among the Rangers unlocks the morphing grid. Alpha 5 tells Jordan to step into the grid, so he would be able to return to his physical self. But Zordon revives Billy instead, sacrificing ever being able to restore his old self. Billy comes back alive and the rest of the team gathers around and embraces him. Happy that he is alive, Zordon mentions to Jason that is the Red Ranger. He leads the team and must take responsibility for their next actions. With the team restored and confident, the Rangers morph into their armor. Jason is the Red Ranger and the leader of the team, Kim is the Pink Ranger, Billy is the Blue Ranger, Jack is the Black Ranger, and Trini is the Yellow Ranger. Together, they head out to protect the Geo Crystal from Rita Repulsa. On the other hand, Rita arrives at the gold mine and creates Goldar. She raises an army of putties, who attack the Rangers on their way out into the city. Rita's army of putties becomes too much for the Rangers to fight, so Jack gets their Zords which they use to destroy them. Rita and Goldar head out and begin attacking Angel Grove as they search for the Zeo Crystal. The Rangers battle the putties and head to Angel Grove in their Zords. In the town, Rita's arrival with Goldar has put fear in the heart of the people, and they run for their lives. The Power Rangers arrive in the town with their Zords and split up to fight the putties which are at every corner. The Rangers get familiar with the weapons and their Zords and use them to fight. Rita, now seeing that the Rangers have successfully learned how to morph and have come to stop her, sends out more of her armies to fight them. During the fight, the putties cover Jason's Zord, trying to bring him down. But thanks to Kim's fine Zord, he's set free. Rita searches for the Krispy Kreme shop while her puttas keep the Rangers busy. She finally finds the place where the Zeo crystal is and brings Goldar's attention to it. The Rangers, seeing that they have found where the crystal, go after Goldar to stop him from finding it. During the fight, Jason sees his elder brother stuck in his vehicle, which is almost about to explode. So, he gets out of his Zord and fights off some putties in his path, and finally helps him out of the car. Billy shoots a beam at Rita, which throws her across the floor, knocking her unconscious. This results in Goldar falling to the ground and the entire putties falling apart. The Rangers are happy to see this, and they thank Billy for his bravery. Their happiness is however shortened when Goldar creeps through the floor and helps Rita back on her feet. The fight resumes in this time. It is Goldar directly against the Rangers and their Zords. He forms a ball of fire in his palms and shoots it at the Zords and they start burning. The heat is unbearable for the Rangers and some of them fall unconscious. But they do not give up the protection of the Zeo crystal. Goldar pushes the Rangers and their Zords into a fiery pit. In the pit, the Zords combine and form the Megazord, stopping Goldar from getting the crystal. They step out of the pit and out of the smoke, and Rita is shocked to see this. So, she merges with Goldar and the fight resumes between the Power Rangers and Rita Repulsa. This time, she attacks with her full power. A fierce battle ensues with the Rangers, but Rita Repulsa was finally defeated and destroyed by the Rangers. After refusing Jason's offer to surrender, a defiant Rita tells the Rangers that more will come for the Zeo crystal and leaps at the Megazord. But she is slapped into space by the Megazord. After this incident, the Rangers are praised as local heroes, and as Rita defeated, they return to their normal lives while keeping their new powers. The end. See you soon with a new movie recap video. Till then, stay happy and chill out.